What's your take on why Beijing has agreed to this compromise?
It's enormously important to China and to President Xi Jinping at the moment, both for political reasons and economic reasons. In fact, this potential trade dispute touches on the two key pillars of CCP party legitimacy: the economic well-being of China and the ability of China to rejuvenate, as it were.
And how do you think Beijing is selling this story to the broader public? Because seen from outside, there is a sense that China may have capitulated here.
Right, well, that's absolutely not how it's being sold within China. China's media and Chinese sort of official rhetoric is very much about how skillfully China has negotiated this, that China has managed its important relationship with the US very, very well in a sophisticated manner. China is still at the forefront of keeping global economic and trade regimes free and open. It's really being sold as China managing that situation extremely skillfully.
And is this really a victory for China, though, Merriden? Because there's nothing in this small print of this headline agreement that allows, for example, ZTE to access US technology, which has been a big area of dissension between both the US and China.
It's not so much a victory, but it's not really a substantial loss either. And the Chinese negotiators are not going to do anything that is going to severely threaten China's economic situation or China's the party's political legitimacy. So while it looks as if there has been some areas of exchange and negotiation, none of those hit at the core elements of China's own domestic development plan, particularly, for example, that Made in China 2025 policy, which is all about building that domestic tech sector. That will not be compromised. It's politically non-negotiable.
And I know it's still very, very early days in terms of this apparent compromise and both these sides burying the hatchet. But tell me about perceptions, because I think perceptions matter, especially in Beijing. Is there a sense that Washington may turn around in 1 month or 2 months' time and say, well, by our standards, Beijing is not moving fast enough, and they start waving the tariffs threat around again? Or is there a risk that this may embolden Washington? How is that being perceived in Beijing amongst the leadership?
Certainly China and Chinese leadership are very aware that Trump can be erratic and that Trump's immediate surrounding people may change. There may not be consistency in policy, there may not be consistency in ideas, and they are concerned about that because, as I said, this is really critically important for Chinese party legitimacy. So this sense of uncertainty around where the US might go next, China's very anxious about, and they're doing their very best to tamp things down, keep things calm, and not to escalate any sense of crisis.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.